And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Showing the slab in today's game, Paul Skeens. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
On to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup, hitters who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, it can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting third baseman, Manny Machado.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Machado. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs, bases empty.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And that one is inside. This one in the air, center field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here at PNC Park, and towing the slab in this one, Michael King.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neal. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That missed by a lot. Yeah, that's ball 2. And strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Ryan Reynolds here, and a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Reynolds batting second in today's lineup. He's usually in right field, but today he's getting the DH treatment.
Well, a nice day off for him, not having to jog out to the outfield. Gets to be in the DH spot. Be curious to see how he keeps himself in a rhythm, not playing defense.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One out, base is empty. Outside. And the count is 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. First offering, and it just misses. Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hayward puts it away, and that is that. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
Baseman, Gavin Sheets.
Skeens back to work. Just missed. And a foul ball. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Frazier on to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 5th, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. First pitch doesn't find the zone. No score here in the second. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Next one is off the plate. Now 2 balls and a strike. That one in triple digits.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Headed towards the corner. McCutchen running hard to get it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fights it off. He'll see another. Hard hit left side. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias, the next up for the Padres. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Fly ball center field. Cruz moving under it. He's got it. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2 at the plate for Pittsburgh. Manuel Valdez. And ball 1. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 5th, third baseman.
Now batting key Brian Hayes.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, out, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's Alexander Canario. In there at the knees. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on. On the inside corner for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full, no score. And we're back. Now batting Tyler Wade.
Center fielder Tyler Wade.
first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Here's Jason Hayward. Fought off foul. Top of the third, no score. Strike 2.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
In the dirt, gonna count 1-2. Got him. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now it's Elias Diaz. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Out towards right center field. Dives, and he can't hang on. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Padres, right fielder
Back to
Fernando
the top of the
Tatis
lineup.
Jr.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Grounded out his first time. Just missed. Tatis waits. Swing and a pop-up. Hayes. And that is that. One left for San Diego, and we are still scoreless. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the veteran second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Adam Frazier.
First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This to third, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Jared Triolo.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jared Triolo, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it over to Sheets. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting 9th, catcher, Henry Davis.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis. Check swing, called strike. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the 3rd. Next offering is downstairs.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
O'Neal Cruz, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. First pitch just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Off the mark 2. There, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Luis Arraez stands in. Right through there for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And it's 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Triolo. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Padres, third baseman.
Now Machado
Manny
up here. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Machado is out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next to hit, Gavin Sheets. Sheets, in his 4th year, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Outside low. Now 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Next offering is in for a strike. There's the strike. That's hard hit on the line. McCutchen makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 1-0. Back here at PNC Park, and now it's Andrew McCutchen.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Next pitch is outside. Just missed. That misses, and the count is 3-1.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And that drops in for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Up the middle. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Now the throw to first on the run. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
At the plate, Emmanuel Valdez. That one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That one just misses, outside. And it's 1-2. Good eye right there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
McCutchen on at first, nobody out. And it remains 2-2. Double play ball to second. Spin throw, that's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He hit into a double play his first time up. That one misses. 1-0. Man at first, one away. Swinging a foul straight back.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Yeah, there's the strike.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one not close. And that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 1 out. Here's the left fielder, Alexander Canario. He's 0 for 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swinging a foul out of play. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Squirts away a little bit. Two on, 1 out. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Adam Frazier. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Off the mark there, and it's a ball and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes.
And the 2-2. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run is in, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they lead by 3.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So up next, Jared Triolo. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That's in there. Strike 1. Ripped to short. They limit the damage here. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Bogaerts now.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias getting ready to hit.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
The 0-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Next pitch misses way outside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And now 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Strike 3. Skeen says sit down.
Now batting.
2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Tyler Wade, struck out looking his first time. And that clips the inside corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In the air, right field. McCutchen under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching for San
Back
Diego.
now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Nick Pivetta.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Henry Davis
Leading off
digs
for
in
the
now.
Pirates.
Struck out swinging his first time.
Henry Davis.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Pivetta, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. That one
Yep, that ball
outside,
went out.
and the count is 1-1.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Here's a 1-2.
2-2 the count.
Got to be clever, too, when you don't have that lights-out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they'll do it again. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit.
Well, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
And that's way high. Ball one. Bullpen action for the Padres. Alec Jacob appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Matsui, a left-hander, also throwing. Runner on the go. In the air, left field, down the line. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ryan.
And next is the designated hitter, Ryan Reynolds. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Glove flip to second, on to first, save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Now batting, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's McCutchen, 1 for 2. Foul ball. Reynolds leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Comes up empty.
0-2 is the count.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they lead at 3-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Stepping in for San Diego, Jason Hayward. Skeens back to work. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Strike 3. 3. Scheme sends them packing.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Here's Elias Diaz. A single his first time. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Canario hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Foul ball there.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ground ball left side. Fires across the diamond, and that is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Pirates 3 and the Padres nothing. Well, we go bottom 6 at the plate for Pittsburgh. Emmanuel Valdez.
Emmanuel Valdez.
And there's a curve through for a strike.
You know, these Pirates putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Hayes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Fouled off left side.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Hey!
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Left fielder, Alexander Canario.
Now the left fielder, Alexander Canario, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
0-1.
That one pushed foul. Hayes over at first with 1 away. That's outside, and the count is 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Next pitch is outside. And this one squirts away from the catcher. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Hayes into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Hit hard, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, not in time. He's safe, and it's 4-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Now here is Adam Frazier. And that misses. And it's 1-0. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Ball 3.
Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Wandy Peralta, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. One run across to the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Digging in, Jared Triolo has grounded out a couple of times. Edge of the zone, called a strike. It's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
There's a swing and a miss.
No ball,
1 out.
2 strikes.
Runners at first and second. Liner, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis. He is struck out, and he is walked. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Nick Pivetta done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for San
Number
Diego.
66 gets the call from the pen.
66.
On for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Cruz
Nope,
at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
And a
Outside,
curve
that's
misses
the ball.
outside, and the count is 2-0. Swings through that one.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let.
Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. One scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Well, he still gets the RBI, but that was a really nice play. Great athleticism. You get an out, and you take away the base hit.
Brian Reynolds will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Ball 1, no strikes. Man on second, 2 down. Late with the swing there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
On the ground to first, Sheets. The flip to the pitcher covering, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 7 and the Padres nothing. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny Machado.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here comes Manny Machado. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher, so your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break, but look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just 1 but 2 runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
And now Gavin Sheets, and that is out of play. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And a foul ball. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Bogarts in the box again, takes a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Arise, the runner at third. Machado at second with one away. And that one is inside ball one.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
On the ground, out to short. The throw to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Up next for the Padres, second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Runner at second, 2 down.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's...
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Machado in to score. It's 7-2, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Paul Skeens departs. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Andrew Heaney.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the center fielder, Tyler Wade. And a curve misses outside. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And it's fouled away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Pirates 7 and the Padres 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Kutch to the dish.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Sliced hard, but foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. And Manuel Valdez, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit.
Waste no time there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Ke'Bryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Started after it, appeal to first. Nope, he held back. The 1-0. Outside.
No strike.
The other way. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Alexander Canario.
So 2 down now, and here is Alexander Canario. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there.
1-1.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. On the ground, right side. Iglesias fires over to first. That ends the frame. So 1 hit is all they get. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Pirates 7 and the Padres 2. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Jason Hayward. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Carmen Mlodzinski getting ready to go. Baraki, the power lefty, up as well. And that one pulled foul. The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
And that's a little bit high. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And now it's going to be Elias Diaz. He is singled, and he is flied to left. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Liner snagged at first. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Check swing of the 0-2. Appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. Cruz going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Bottom of the 8th. Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Wandy Peralta, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Next offering is fouled back. That one ripped. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Jared.
So digging in, Jared Triolo. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 fastball
ball, 2
way
strikes,
out of the
count.
zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Here's a 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one gone.
Well, I'd say he pretty much had to offer at that one. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Even though it ended up outside the zone, it still was close enough to where it looked like it could drop down right on that corner and get the call. Last thing you want to do is get punched out by the umpire knowing you could have at least fouled the pitch off and kept the at-bat going.
Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Frazier at first, one gone. Yeah, that's fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tatis really on his horse for it. Long run, nice grab. Out number 2.
Up next for the Pirates, center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One hit, one left. Through 8 full, it's the Pirates 7 and the Padres 2. We go to the ninth. Now it's the DH, Luis Arias. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado. Pitch misses. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
That's inside.
And Manny gets a piece. That's towards center. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Gavin Sheets.
Last chance for the Padres. And now the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. He's been a great free agent sign. Just missed.
Outside.
The Pirates leading by 5 here at the top of the ninth. Late swing, foul to the left.
Ball that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Here's a 2-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The Padres down to their final strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.